You know what? I'm gonna say it. Christopher writes, "Hey Colton, I saw the news that Marvel has trademarked Wolverine for a movie title and was wondering what you think this means for Hugh Jackman and his future as the character. Will they make him do it till he's 90?" All right. Thanks so much for the question, Christopher. And yeah, I saw that news as well, to which I kind of filed under the duh column. Like, I would assume that, and I don't know how all of this works, but I would assume Marvel makes sure that they always have like the proper legal stuff in place for their big IPs. And so making sure that they have the right to a movie named Wolverine would probably be important. But yes, this is exciting to see. That they must have like some like loose ideas of a plan maybe for a Wolverine something in the next saga of the MCU, a saga that I think will be called the Mutant Saga. Now, we do know that Marvel has an X-Men movie in the works for after Secret Wars, and that it will be like a new team of X-Men, an MCU proper X-Men that moves on from the Fox era and has like a new young cast. But I'm still kind of holding out hope that maybe James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender will be brought back as Professor X and Magneto. And I am very on record that I think Hugh Jackman should and probably will stay on as Wolverine even after Secret Wars. He loves playing the character. He's come out of retirement already. He's 100% going to do Doomsday and Secret Wars, but I could also see them being interested in doing more Deadpool and Wolverine movies. I mean, why the hell not? Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, they love working together. And the X-Men, I think they could use some attention on themselves, on like other characters besides Wolverine, and allow for like some other X-Men to like shine. So I think it would be dope if they had the X-Men movie not even have Wolverine and just focus on like other X-Men, and then they can do like a Deadpool and Wolverine 2, or make like an X-Force movie with Deadpool and Wolverine and tell these funny, like R-rated, loosely connected to the wider story movies with these two characters, and rake in that money, man. And I just feel like it's a win-win-win-win all around. I know people want a new Wolverine. And man, that time will come. We will get a new Wolverine eventually. And yeah, after Secret Wars would be probably an ideal time to recast the character. But if Hugh Jackman is down to keep playing the character for like another 10 years, then let him, Say what you will about Deadpool and Wolverine, but it was fun. And I'd love to see them do like an R-rated series of X-Force movies for the Mutant Saga, and then have Deadpool and Wolverine and whoever else come in for the big culmination event for the Mutant Saga, whatever that might be, like, I don't know, Age of Apocalypse or something like that. And this makes it to where maybe Laura's X-23 can be the Wolverine maybe of the new X-Men team for that new MCU X-Men movie. That would be great, because I love Daphne Keane and I want to see her keep playing this character. And I think she could fit right in alongside the new young cast of X-Men. And you know what? I'm going to say it. Keep James Marsden, too, as Cyclops. Have him be the older leader of the X-Men version of Cyclops. And then bring in, like, a newer generation of X-Men. You could have Rachel Summers, he and Jean's daughter. And I think that would be cool, because I know I'm a little off topic here, because we're talking about a movie called Wolverine. But, Jackman and McAvoy and Fassbender and a James Marsden Cyclops, and maybe even like Kelsey Grammer's Beast, having them there, and then introducing like a new cast of X-Men for like maybe like a Jubilee, a new Rogue, like characters like that, new Iceman, and have that be the new young cast, and then you have like the older characters. That would just be cool. I think Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, James Marsden Cyclops, and James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender back as, I have a hair in my fucking eye, as Magneto and Professor X. That would be dope. Now, I'm a little off topic here, because we were talking about a movie called Wolverine. And look, Hugh Jackman has done like 3 Wolverine movies. I don't think that he has any interest really in doing another like solo Wolverine movie after having done Logan. And I kind of prefer the idea of him just doing movies with Deadpool, or like do an X-Force movie and have him pop up as like this elder statesman in the MCU X-Men movies. But a Wolverine movie that I would be down to see in like 10 or 15 years would be a comic accurate old man Logan with like hillbilly Hulks, Jeremy Renner back as a blind Hawkeye. That would be fucking cool. And yes, one day we will get just a full-blown new Wolverine, but I think there's still plenty of time for that to happen. Give me more Hugh Jackman while we have him. That's my take. Next, we have a question from channel member EOCineV2. Do you think we're going to get an X-Men First Class style movie to kick off the MCU post-Doom, or will we move with an already established team? I ask because I want to see some of the wider X characters, not just Scott, Jean, Hank, Logan, etc., etc., etc. Give me X-Force. Hey, yes. Give me Generation X. Give me the Cuckoos. Give me the wider world beyond the mansion. Hey, yeah, I agree. Well, okay, speaking of the mansion, I want to see a lot of stuff going on at the mansion. I want to see the kids, the kid X-Men, like, you know, the youth, like, maybe not kids, but like, you know, like young adult X-Men going through young adult things and also dealing with being a mutant. I think that is such a cool part of the X-Men story. And it has, like, you know, them being at the school and having, like, you know, different drama and the romances and, you know, all of that, and them dealing with being mutants. And it's such a cool story. So that's something I want to see. But yes, as I've said, I want to see some X-Force stuff. I want to see other stuff. And if it's the Mutant Saga, we're going to be having a lot of mutant related stuff. I think even in like our Avengers movies and our whatever movies, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, if it's the Mutant Saga, we could see mutants having a big role to play in every movie. So yeah, I 100% want to see like some other stuff. Now, your question was will we get an X-Men First Class style movie to kick it off, or will it be an already established team? I hope it's an already established team. Yes, we'll have new characters. I hope we get like a new Rogue. I really want Margaret Qualley. It's Margaret Qualley, right? Who's from I love her in The Maid. I love her in The Substance. I'd really like to see her play Rogue. And there's plenty of other like new X-Men characters who I do want to see like established kind of like they were in First Class. But I hope that the X-Men is kind of like already an established team. Like I don't want to see like the formation of the X-Men. No, I do not want that. Like I said, toward the top, I hope to see like James McAvoy, Fassbender. I hope to see them return and have Wolverine and Marsden as well. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, James Marsden, Cyclops. I'd love to see them as like, you know, in that role of like elder statesman type X-Men characters as well. So that's what I hope to see there. All right. Thanks so much for the question. Hey, everybody. Colton here, and this is the mailbag style show where I take your questions about Marvel, Star Wars, DC, movies and streaming in general, whatever you want to ask. Send it in at the email address, askcoltonnow@gmail.com, link in the description below. And hey, maybe you'll see your question featured right here on the show.